miss a bunch of games, and now you're kind of back on the floor. What have these last two games kind of been like for you to get back on the floor, and how are the legs feeling? How are you feeling in general trying to get back on the floor?
It's been frustrating. It's been really frustrating. You get traded, been waiting so long to get traded, and to have a nagging injury and having to deal with that for months even before you got traded. Um, and then to get here and find out you got to sit when you could have been healthy um, on your new path. That's super frustrating. And then getting back and ready to just run through a ton of bricks and make up for lost time and do everything that you want to do. And so um, super frustrating, many restrictions and sub patterns, like everything. It's all frustrating and still in a new situation. So it's a lot. It's been a lot, but I've been working hard, just trying to do what I can to stay ready um, and try to help the team win. So even when I wasn't playing, talking, helping guys out, doing whatever I could. So it's a process, but I'm here.
Did I hear you say you had the left calf strain before you got here, or did it happen when you got
It's
here?
been bothering me for a while, but I hadn't missed any games in so long, and it's just part of me. I just play, um, and they weren't having it. So
I guess for you, I was asking Jrue about getting to play with you. What has it been like for you to get to play with Jrue? He said, PJ is a dude that I've been playing against and thinking, man, I want to play with that dude.
yeah, likewise, I think Jrue may be the best defender in the NBA for the last few years. Um, Nobody talks about the things he does night in, night out. Um, no, he didn't boast, so he didn't talk a lot. So I think it kind of goes under the radar. But um, to be out there with him and really see it, now I get to really see it. It's unreal, and so it's been something, a process of like really, taking that next level with him and me and him building. So it's been really cool.
Jim Ozarski.
Hey, PJ. I know you've by circumstance and the injury, you haven't got up a ton of shots either. Did it feel good to see a couple go down tonight?
Yeah, in the game for sure. You practice and get so many shots up, and it almost gets to the point where it's redundant. Just like tired of making shots in practice. I'm ready to shoot something in the game. Like it just gets like that. But that's kind of my role, just being able to, whether I get 2 shots or 20 shots, it doesn't matter. Taking the ones I'm supposed to. Obviously, night in, night out changes, different defensive schemes, teams gonna do different things. But just take advantage of opportunity in time. I hadn't had a lot of games to get a lot of shots, and it's gonna be like that. But I'll still be able to do a lot of the same things that I do every night.
You mentioned just how frustrated you've been. Giannis just before you, he hasn't missed time, and I know obviously Dante was. But put it this way: since you've got here and Jeff, excuse me, there's been injuries in the second unit. The starters maybe haven't found that cohesion, I guess, in the last month. How much are you looking forward to this now of you all getting healthy, maybe at the same time, and there's still yet 4 weeks before the playoffs to finally, to really kind of coalesce a little bit as a group?
Yeah, I think it's super important. I think I even talked about it a lot in the game, timeouts tonight. Taking advantage of situations, knowing where we need to grow. Always, I've been talking to everybody, players, some of coaches, people around the team, just find out, where they think we kind of lack, the last few years, not to be able to, get over that hump. What do we need? What we got to do. And, in those conversations, it's things that, very small to most people, but it's a big thing in the NBA when it comes to winning and that culture and guys being on the same page. And that's something that will take us up. And we can't get that unless we play. We got to play. Everybody has to play and get in those situations. So taking advantage of it. And like today was one of those ones where it's like in game, they go on the run. We're doing this. We let them do this. We're not sticking to the game plan. Get back to it. Little things.
Zora Stevenson.
PJ, a lot of the guys have said that PJ's always talking, right? Like whether it's you're in the game or even when you were out, you're always talking. what are you talking about? What are the themes?
Nothing. A lot of times, nothing. It's just me talking. Nah, it's honestly it's little things, and I always say that reminders. You know, it's different with different people. It's different if I'm talking to the group. Things I see in the game. What I feel like we need to do. Something that can elevate us. If somebody's down, picking them up, having everybody else pick them up, bringing energy. Because sometimes we'll be in a timeout and everybody's just sitting there, and then I'll just come in and talk. And I think that's so big, our communication, because it kind of translates onto the court. The more we talk, the more we communicate. In all situations, it makes it a lot easier on the court because you can fix a lot of things so much easier. And that's something that as teams, people have said we needed. So it was perfect because that's what I do.
And what's the reception to that been? I mean, it's, new guy coming in and he's talking. How are people?
Yeah, everybody's been great. I mean, I've been around. I'm older, so I've been around, and everybody, respects that. But more than anything, I don't just talk it up. I practice what I preach. Things I do. As soon as I get on the court, I'm talking. So it's one of those things.
I know you typically draw players like Jrue on a night in, night out basis. I know that's something you kind of look forward to. How did I think he started 0 for 9, and really never got going 3 of 17. How did you feel, I guess, about the effort defensively on him tonight?
I think we executed the game plan. We felt like if he didn't get comfortable shooting threes and he had to make plays at the basket around Brooke and I, that was probably our best advantage. So I think we did a pretty good job of that. Turning him over a couple times and not really giving him anything easy, no open, easy looks.
I imagine it was nice to see Giannis back on the floor first time in a couple of weeks. What did that mean to you guys as a group? And then obviously him being able to have 15 points, 5 rebounds, and a couple assists.
Yeah, man, he's our best player. So I feel like the last couple of games we were doing well, had a groove without him, but when you kind of implement him back into it, I feel like that's kind of that caliber team that we want to be, especially now going into the end of the season. So seeing Giannis back out there, he's just so dominant. He attracts so many people that he makes the game easier for everybody else.
Eric, Nate.
I remember last year, Bled used to tell me all the time, like, Eric, you're not watching Brooke. You don't see how many shots he affects. You don't see how hard he makes it on point guard. It's like, and I guess I just wasn't paying enough attention. What have you seen from Brooke that he makes it so difficult on those guys? He kind of plays that center field so well in between a guard and a big.
He's a smart player. He's just a smart player. He makes a guard question what he wants to do, and I feel like that makes it so much easier for me if I'm still trailing and I get a block. It's really because of Brooke, because he wants to pass the ball to the big, but Brooke is there taking that away, and at the last second he has to throw up a shot. And then he's 7 feet, so even if he gets that floater or that layup, Brooke is already there. And I don't know. I feel like people don't give Brooke the recognition that he deserves. Offensively as well, but defensively, man, he's kind of the anchor to our defense.
With Bobby this year, this is your first year with him. Obviously, this is your first year with a lot of guys. But just what have you kind of learned about Bobby? It seems like every time maybe the offense is running a little bit slow, whatever it might be, he gets an offensive rebound or he finds a way to get his own shot going. Just what have you seen from him?
He's like 6 man to me. He does a really good job off the bench, giving us a boost, and on a nightly basis. I don't see too many games where Bobby isn't affected in the game. One game might have been just a little slow, and that was the first game back from protocol. But Bobby is awesome. The way he controls the game, the way that he plays at his own pace, the passion that he plays with. He got 2 techs last game, but I'm living with it just because of the passion that he plays with. So I love it.
You guys had PJ for a while. He sits out for a while. Now you have him back. What's it like for you to get to play with him? To me, from the outside, it seems like he's a guy that you would really enjoy playing with just because of the way he talks defense, the way he switches.
I've always known that I'd love to play with PJ. Playing against him in Houston, playing against him for so long, and having to go up against him for so many times has been one of those things where it's like he's one of the guys that I would love to play with. And now that I get a chance, his energy, his leadership, the way that he talks, Man, he's a dog. He's a dog, and you want to have dogs on your side. So playing with him, man, has been awesome. I'm glad he got a little bit more minutes today.
Zora Stevenson.
Did your coach talked about the fact that he was excited that he could get you and Jeff in the game at the same time? What do you think is the upside to you two playing together?
Pushing the pace. Doesn't really matter who gets it off the rim or gets the outlet. I feel like the other person is running the lane. Really just playing off of each other. He gets down to the paint so easily. Makes great plays for other people that sometimes even for me where I feel like I have to do that. I know that all I have to do is get open for him and play off him. So playing with Jeff has been really fun. And I mean, we were in the same draft class, going up in draft workouts against him. Now that we're teammates has been awesome.
After the game today, he said he felt rejuvenated being on this team and like playing for something. Bobby brings that up a lot. What is it about? I don't know if it's this team or just the opportunity ahead of you all that has people in their veteran years.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a little bit of everything, and then also I feel like we play the right way. We play hard. I feel like we play together, and that type of energy, that camaraderie, it seeps into everybody else. And I feel like, man, you have fun playing basketball again. There's some years there where like it's a struggle to have fun to play, but again, I think with this team we have so much fun playing.